Okay, so I just recently did an experiment and it showed you how much gas was going in through the system, and through that I found I put in 12 ounces of fuel into that bottle and let the truck run. But this is where actually, the math and the surprise comes in. Let me show you. I went ahead and cranked out the numbers here. This is going to show I put 12 ounces. It ran for 1 minute and 10 seconds. Now let's say we multiply that at 10, we get 120 ounces, almost close to the gallon line. So we multiply that, the time, by 10, and we get 1 minute and 10 minutes and 100 seconds. Sorry, we convert that for time, and we get 11 minutes and 40 seconds. So it eats a gallon in 11 minutes and 40 seconds. However, we got to estimate that, round it off, so we get an actual gallon to, let's say, 12 minutes. Multiply that at 5, so you get 5 gallons in there, get 640 ounces, and it runs for 1 hour, and that's going at 60 miles an hour. Finally, you multiply that 5 gallons by 4 to get 2,560 ounces, 20 gallons, the full tank in a Grand Wagoneer. You have a 240 mile range going 60 miles an hour. So through these calculations, I've come to find out I get 10 miles per gallon going on the highway. But that is also because 2 reasons. The first reason is that when I started it with 12 ounces, the system was not primed. If it was primed up, I'm pretty sure we would get more, about 13, 14 miles a gallon. But then that's also another thing that came in. The hole in the ground here, the hole in the floor has both the fuel line and the return line. And what the return line did, it was aimed right here into the interior, like so. It spat out gas all over the front here. It's going away, but the vapors are still in here. So I think for now I'm just going to leave this door wide open. And so what we're going to do for this next test is we are going to, the fuel lines here, I'm going to do the same thing, probably with 12 ounces again, maybe even more. I'm going to run the fuel line. I'm going to run the fuel line from that bottle, from the siphon pump, to the fuel line here. This line, actually, which is the fuel return, it'll get rerouted back into the main fuel line. So it'll eventually turn the main fuel line into a reroute, and that reroute will actually get sent back into the tube for gas tank. And the last thing I will attempt to do is I will prime the system fully, then put 12 ounces of gas into that bottle, and then we'll see how much longer it'll run. Because I'm pretty sure 10 miles to a gallon, that doesn't sound right for a straight 6. We should be getting at least 15, if not 16. But then also too, keep this in mind, that the spark plugs haven't been replaced. And also, we're not driving it, so just having it sit here, it'll kind of mess up the results a little bit. But I'm pretty sure when spark plugs are replaced, it gets retimed, maybe a new filter. So I'm pretty sure with all these little improvements I'm going to do, we should get a good reading out of my little experiment. So let's try that. Okay, well here's test 2, and just to start it, I'm gonna start it out with some starter fluid, and I'm gonna start it right now. Okay, the system primed. Going to take a little bit longer than expected.